Welcome everyone. So now I want to show you some of the new sets and some of the old sets that got finally upgraded in Shadow of the Hist DLC. Okay, let's get started. Archer's Mind. This set really cool. Gives you 5% increased critical damage plus another 10% if you attack from stealth. So basically combine a Nightblade, then this set, and then either Khajiit or Wood Elf, and you will have 35 increased critical damage out of Sneak. That's insane. Or Stealth. Shoes of the Healer gives you minor mending. It used to give 12%, but now only 8%. I think it's the only source of minor mending available in the game right now, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it's not a bad set. It's actually really cool. Footman used to give 12%, now it only gives 8% mitigation, nothing really special anymore. Then Dragon Guard Akaviri, so this one is pretty cool. You see 15% ulti cost reduction, combine this with Potentas, which is another 10%, so you can get 25% ulti cost reduction, which is insane. Also, before I forget it, I think those sets will be available in like armor, jewelry and weapons, but don't take my word on it. Then we have Amber Plasm. This set is actually quite OP. As the 5-piece bonus, you see like 300 stamina recovery, 300 magic recovery, and the 2 3 4-piece bonus are also really strong. So this set is actually really cool. Then we have Gossamer set. 10% chance when healing an ally to grant a major evasion. So I don't really see a point in running that set because you can equip Shuffle, and Shuffle holds 20 seconds and this only holds 6 seconds. Maybe it might not be a bad set, but it's definitely not super OP. Nicholas Heavy Armor. Blocking projectile spells has a 25% chance of reflecting the spell on its caster. So they probably mean spells. There is another set that kind of intercepts like ranged attacks from enemies for your bodies. So this could be a nice combo together. Now we have Salvation set, reduce the cost of werewolf transformation by 33%, and while in werewolf form your weapon damage is increased by 150. They buffed this a little bit. It didn't used to give the 150 weapon damage. This is actually pretty cool because in werewolf you have a ton of extra weapon damage, and the cost reduction on the transformation, I actually really like that set, and when I'm going to do a werewolf build I'm gonna use that one probably. Now next one, Mephala, Hand of Mephala. So 10% chance when damaged to cast a web around you for 5 seconds, reducing enemy movement speed by 50%. After 5 seconds, any enemies in the web will be damaged for 2.6k and be affected by minor fracture, reducing their physical resistance. They will be damaged by 2.6k what? Physical damage or poison damage? That's a little bit confusing. I guess it's a nice set, but it doesn't look super OP. I guess it's nice to have in a group, but there is definitely better sets. Aspect of Masatun. So when health drops below 30%, heal for 7k and gain 6k magic and stamina. This effect can occur once every 45 seconds. That's actually a pretty cool set. I think the cooldown is a little bit long, but I'm pretty sure this is a nice set because you get back so much resources. It feels kind of like the Battle Roar passive from the DKs. Then we have the Red Mountain. Weapon attacks have a 10% chance to cause 8k flame damage. So you see this set is still old. You see it has weapon damage, spell damage, weapon crit. I hope they change that to a stamina set because it's medium armor. So they changed the 3-piece bonus to like stamina or another weapon damage bonus. And then it causes flame damage, but I think it should be either poison or disease damage, so it works together with Mighty. Then it actually could be a really cool set, actually really freaking strong. I really hope they changed it. Now, Necro Potent, so this basically makes Magicka Sorks jizz all over the place. While you have pet active, your maximum Magicka is increased by 4k. 4k is really cool. In the end it will be more like 6-7k because the 4k max Magicka gets added to the base stats. So that's without food buff and without everything on top of that. So that's really cool. Werewolf Hide set, so basically it generates 5 ultimate when damaged. This effect can occur once every 5 seconds. It seems a little bit weak because Tava's Favor restores 3 ultimate every second. So I think I would love to see to increase them the bonus to like generates 15 ultimate when damaged with a 5-second cooldown, so it is equal to Tava's Favor. I really hope they change that. Then we have Velidref set, so this is a monster set, you see. The one piece bonus, if you combine Molakena and Velidref, you will get 2 extra weapon damage bonuses, which actually is pretty damn cool. Now the 2 set bonus, whenever you deal damage you have a 20% chance to spawn 3 disease spores in front of you that deal 10k disease damage, the first enemy hit. It has a 10 seconds cooldown. I guess it can be nice, but the 10-second cooldown makes it kind of weak, sadly. But I wonder if that 10k disease damage is AoE damage or if it only hits one enemy. Yeah, and time will tell. Definitely not a bad set. Then we have Surabane, so gain 860 magic each time you block a fire, frost, shock or magic ability. I mean, it's nice to have, but I don't really see that this is really strong or would be better than other sets. Warlock, so now here it gets interesting. Once per minute when below 33% magic, gain 8k magicka. And we all know, like, this will be available in jewelry, armor and most likely weapons too. So this can be a cool set. Now, Silks of the Sun, so this is basically the boner set for the Magicka DKs, as you see. The 2-beast bonus is not that good, but it helps because extra health, 1 health bonus is not that bad. Then you have Magicka spell damage, and then flame abilities deal an increased 400 spell damage. And if the 400 spell damage get applied to the base stats, together with all the multipliers, it will end up maybe to 500-600 spell damage. We will see, I'm not sure how it works yet, but it's definitely one of the best sets for Magicka DK in the next DLC. Stygian, while sneaking or invisible spells do an additional 20% damage. Can be a nice gank set, or for Magicka Nightblades, if it works with stealth, can be a really cool set. As you see, this is medium armor, so maybe there is jewelry, so you could combine the jewelry with 2 medium pieces. Maybe, or I really hope they change it to light armor, because it doesn't make any sense that this is medium armor actually. Then we have the Necromancer set, so basically you get like 1.3k health and magicka when the nearby enemies dies with a 3-second cooldown. Nothing really special. Ice Furnace, 50% chance when damaging target with frost to deal 1k flame damage to enemies 8 meters around the initial target. Can be a nice dot, I guess, but you see the 4-piece bonus is weapon damage. I really hope they change that to spell damage. It's not really strong, but I guess it's a cool set, something different. Then we have Hemcha's Retribution set, so gain Major Berserk when a nearby enemy dies, increasing your damage done by 25% for 3 seconds, so that is actually quite OP, depending on the range. It says nearby enemies, so we don't know if it's 5 meters, 8 meters, 10 meters. I guess if it's 5 meters it would be fine, or 8 meters, but like 10, 15, 20 meters would be over the freaking top, believe me. If you get a 25 damage boost, just when somebody dies like 25 meters next to you, that would be insane. Even if it's only for 3 seconds, no matter what. Then Dark Stride reduces stamina cost for sprinting and crouching by 50. I mean, I guess it's a cool set, and you can sprint probably forever with that one. Then we have Mighty Chudan. This is the other monster set, so you get spell and physical resistance, and while equipped you gain Major Ward and Major Resolve, increasing physical and spell resistance by 5.3k. I don't really see a point in the 2 set bonus because every class basically has access to Major Ward or Major Resolve, and if they don't have access to itself, then yeah, I don't know. No, every class has access, so I really don't see a point in that set at all. If it would give it to your group members or something like that, then that would be cool. Destruction Mastery increases the maximum magicka by 2.4k while you have a destruction stuff equipped. I guess it's nice, but 2.4k doesn't seem that strong. I would prefer the other one that gives 4k, the Necro Potent. But I guess it's nice, because you still get decent 2, 3 and 4 piece bonuses. Then we have the Widowmaker, so when your alchemical poison fires, deal 7.7k poison damage to nearby enemies. Alchemical poison, it probably means the poisons from alchemy. It deals 7.7k poison damage to nearby enemies. The same thing, how big is the radius? If it's only 5 meters, I guess it's nice. If it's 10 meters, it might be fucking OP. We will see, time will tell, but it's definitely a nice set, and I'm looking forward on how the visuals look like. Then we have the Storm Knight. 10% chance when damaged with spells to deal 1.1k shock damage to nearby enemies every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. I think they forgot to upgrade the 5 piece bonus. I think it should be like 10k damage or something, or like 5k. It seems really weak. I mean, it doesn't have strong 2, 3 and 4 piece bonus. The 5 piece bonus is also not strong. I think they should increase the damage, the shock damage, by like 3 or 4x multiplier. Now the master weapons, as you know, VTSA, AA and Helra all got scaled. So you see puncture abilities heal caster for 2.1k. I mean, it looks nice, but it will get cut in half by the Battle Spirit heal debuff. So it's not really super strong, but if it can crit, it still will be a nice heal, I guess. Then we have the Master Dagger, Twin Slashes bleeds for 260 additional damage every tick. I mean, why would anybody use a Master Dagger over the Maelstrom Dagger? It's just too weak. Most of those sets are weak compared to Maelstrom weapons. I mean, I don't see a point why I would get 260 additional damage on Twin Slashes if I can use Maelstrom Daggers, which give me 3k extra weapon damage on the Twin Slashes dot. Doesn't make any sense. Now, the rest of stuff, the first tick of ground healing abilities will store 260 stamina to allies affected. I think 260 is really low. I guess it's nice, but they should probably increase it to like 500 or something like that. It's definitely not a bad thing, especially if you have a lot of stamina boys in your group. Then we have the destruction stuff. Destructive touch abilities hit for 516 additional damage and cost reduced by 12%. For PvP, I guess this could be a nice weapon. I don't see it being used in PvE though. Then we have the Greatsword cleave abilities hit for 700 additional damage. I mean, the two-hander AoE ability is basically the worst AoE in the game, unless you of course play alone and you want to shield yourself, but other than that, it is nothing really like, it's not worth using over Maelstrom weapons. Then the Master's Bow increases your weapon damage by 300. So, I mean, this one, it's nice, but the Maelstrom Bow is also again better. Even if you have an infused one, the Maelstrom Bow will be better. Of course, if you don't have a Maelstrom Bow, but you have a Master's Bow, then use the Master's Bow, because the extra weapon damage is still handy. So, that's basically it about the sets. There might be a few more, but I guess I kind of covered all of them. There is definitely a few interesting sets in there, so I will have a lot of fun Fury crafting and creating new builds for the next DLC. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Peace. Plus, Orange Jesus is with us again. It might take a while to get the right race because there is so many options to get this set. First of the Affliction set, this is a heavy armor set.